And Josh, you know, a lot of movies and TV shows have been filmed not just in Portland, but in our region. And I think of days like today where it's been gray and overcast. That's pretty iconic for us. I mean, all those TV shows usually show gray and rainy days. So.
And that's what you think of when you think of the Portland area.
So not picture perfect, film perfect day.
I like the way you think. Yeah. Hey, you know, a great week of weather for those filmmakers to kind of give it that eerie essence.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the clouds.
Maybe a vampire flick.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Twilight was filmed, parts of it here as well. But yeah, there you go. A live look out over downtown Portland this evening as skies are dry, but mostly cloudy. Temperatures falling back into the mid-50s. And we'll keep that cloud coverage going through the early morning hours. It's just before sunrise. That's when our wet weather potential starts to ramp back up with just a few light rain showers. But much of the I-5 corridor steering clear of any accumulative rain today, with the exception of Vancouver, picking up at 1/100th of an inch and just a little bit more than that along the coastline in places like Tillamook, as that cloud coverage is still widespread, maybe still squeezing out an isolated raindrop or two over the higher elevated spots of the Cascades. But for the most part, on the dry side tonight. But the wet weather we have been experiencing as early as Sunday, all thanks to this latest low pressure system that's continuing to track its way off to the east, producing some thunderstorm activity through the high plains of Wyoming and Montana. But it's slowly going to be peeling our cloud coverage out just to give way for more clouds and the potential for rain, as our rain buckets have filled up close to about 3/10 of an inch or just plus that. But our rain deficit continues to hold firm at nearly 3/4 of an inch. So we need to see an excess of rain to really start to shrink that rain deficit that has grown quite rapidly. And thankfully, over the next 6 to 10 days, much of the Pacific Northwest, western Washington, the northwest corner of Oregon expected to pick up on just a little bit more of the rainy conditions, as the southern flank of Oregon is expected to dry out. Temperatures, though, here across much of the Pacific Northwest expected to be slightly cooler over the next week and a half, as this trough of cooler air continues to kind of sit over much of the western half of the country. And it's the jet stream that's going to allow for all of this moisture to find its way back into our area as we move our way into the start of the day tomorrow. Drier by the afternoon, dry Thursday ahead until Thursday night brings our next cold front that will keep our temperatures cooler than average and also bring back the chance of rain. So here it is, all timed out with our future cast. Maybe a few raindrops for your early morning commute. By the afternoon hours, expecting to break apart some of that cloud coverage and the rain potential. I'm anticipating a little bit of afternoon sunshine and maybe a great sunset in store for us as we wake up on Thursday with mostly cloudy skies, and we stay cloudy for the majority of the day before that cold front sweeps its way through, increasing our rain potential up and down the Willamette Valley, the coast, and the Cascades. As additional rain accumulation, there's about 1/10 of an inch for the valley, nearly 1/4 of an inch for the coastline. Before tonight here in the city, we hold off on the rain until about sunrise hour, fall to about 50 degrees. Tomorrow, you'll notice our temperatures get back up into the mid-60s. It's by lunchtime or so is when we expect to dry things out. And our end goal, 65 degrees. Again, a rainy start to the day, drier for the second half, and then we flip that come Thursday. Dry start, rain after sunset. That carries over into Friday. And look at those temperatures over the next week or so, remaining below our average of 69 until we get to the beginning part of next week. A few hit and miss showers and temperatures approaching 70 degrees 1 week from today. But if you got those outdoor plans for Saturday, pack your rain gear. It's going to be rainy out there.
Okay, and all those vampires and vampire actors, you're going to love this weather.
It's going to be perfect for them.
Thanks, Josh. All right, let's check in with Adam. Busy day.